listening to Under the Umbrella podcast. Each week, we'll discuss various topics under the umbrella of the LGBTQ community. And I'm your host, Angel. Hey everyone, welcome to an episode of Under the Umbrella podcast. I am your host, Angel. And on today's episode, I will be covering an Ask Angel question that came through. And that question reads, what does pride mean to you? And initially, when I first read this question, I immediately thought about pride in the sense of sexuality. Because most people, whenever you see pride these days, it's, gay pride and lesbian pride and bisexuality, bi pride, all that kind of stuff. And I do take pride in my sexuality because I am who I am. And, I live my truth. And there's nothing to be ashamed about, right? But to go a little bit deeper into that, as far as pride, for me, it just means that I have a deep satisfaction in my accomplishments. Um, so as far as my accomplishments goes, like I take pride in me having a bachelor's in psychology, right? I wanted to go back and get my master's and all that stuff, but I just I wimped out, if you will. Like I'm tired. Um, but there's still so many ways to help people. Hence, me working on my coaching that I'll be providing soon. So just throw that out there. Angel Lane Coaching is coming very soon. But I'm very prideful in that, of me receiving my bachelor in psychology. I am very prideful in how brave I am. Especially with me just literally getting rid of everything I own and driving over 22 hours away from everything and everyone I knew to come to a place that I was not very familiar with, but it felt like home. And on top of that, I didn't have a job, right? I just had a home. I literally just had a home, a roof over my head. But everything has been beautiful. Everything has panned out. That takes goals, and I take pride in it. I remember when I put in my resignation letter for work, I remember people were like, "Oh, great! Like, where are you going to be working?" And I'm like, "I don't have a job yet." Wow, you don't have a job? That takes a lot of balls. Like, it does, and it had gotten to a point almost where I was like, oh, what did I do? What did I do? Kind of second guessing myself. And, I just had to kind of check myself. I'm like, hey, 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 those are their convictions. Those aren't yours. Yours is bravery. You have a roof over your head. Everything will fall into place. And it has. So, yes, I am very prideful in how brave I am. That's just one area. I am also brave in the sense of me giving life when it was not the popular opinion, you know. Um, my son, he is the world to me. I love him so much. He is an amazing young man, getting his feet wet into this world and just um, you know, making his introduction into the world as a young man. And I'm very proud. I take pride in that. I really do. Um, if I had to do it all over again, I've told him I would do it this same way all over again. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Um, I take pride in my efforts. I take pride in my willingness to learn. Um, I take pride in me being Tiffany's wife. um, yes. And I say that because for so many people, and I remember having this conversation with someone before, especially with me being bisexual. Yes, it would have been so easy just to marry a man and not worry about um, the whispers, worrying about the grapevine, all the whispers through the grapevine that I heard. But I wouldn't be true to myself. I wouldn't be happy. Like she literally and I've had a few relationships prior to her, and but nobody has ever treated me the way that she treats me. So I take great pride in being her wife because she is an amazing spouse to me. She just is. And I think it's safe to say I am to her as well. But I do I take great pride in being her wife. If I had to do that all over again, I would do it over again to keep this big Kool-Aid grin on my face. Like seriously. I take pride in my family as a whole. So my wife, my child, my mom, my siblings, my cousins, my nieces, my nephews, my uncles, my aunts. No matter how crazy life gets, that emotional roller coaster that some of us get on, I love my family. I do. I take great pride in them. I sure in the hell do. Um, I did mention briefly my sexuality. I'm not ashamed of my sexuality. Um, it is what it is. It just is. I mean, I can't change it. I take pride in me being a black woman. And I remember a few years ago on Facebook, I forgot what was going on, probably the heat of some more craziness, some turmoil that was going on at the time. And I remember posting something about, according to society, I have um, three strikes against me. And I was talking about me being I'm black, I'm a woman, and I'm bisexual. And I remember somebody at that time was just like, "You don't have any strikes against you." And I really appreciated that. I personally don't think that, but according to society, they think that. Some people in society think that. I take great pride in me being a black woman. Why would I want to be anything else? um, would my life be a little easier if I were a white woman? Maybe. But me being a black woman, listen, I love my hair. I love the versatility of my hair. I love my skin. I love the complexion of my skin. I love my full lips. I love my voluptuous body and my big behind. I love it all. People pay a lot of money to have the assets that I have. So uh yeah, it's all natural here. So I take great pride in being a black woman. I mean, I just wouldn't have it any other way. Um, oh, black girl magic. I know that irritates some people to hear, and I still kind of don't understand why. Um, because I feel like it's an extension of taking pride in being a black woman and the things that we offer to the world. Because there's a whole microaggression called the angry black woman, and I hate hearing that. I hate hearing it. It's just not true. Why can't I just be upset? Why do I have to be the angry black woman? That is not okay. It's inappropriate on so many levels. Um, but yeah, black girl magic on so many levels. I take pride in. um, yeah, those are some things off the top of my head that I can think of that I take pride in. That's what pride is for me. Again, just a deep satisfaction in my accomplishments. Um, I take pride in giving to the less fortunate whenever I can. Um, it took me a minute to accept it, but like when I got my wife and I got our award last year for champions in advocacy, I didn't think I was worthy of it at first, but with great pride, our award is here. It was just even a big sign that they were going to throw away that we brought here. I'm like, no, I want to keep it because that was huge. That was huge. Have our family and friends there to support us as we received our award. Um, Again, speaking on how brave I am to speak up when people think it's okay to be nasty. I take pride in my feistiness when need be. Or as some people would call it, the angry black woman. No, no, I speak up for myself. That's it. That's all. um, yeah, I think that's just where I want to leave that for right now. Um, as a general um area to cover as far as the things that I take pride in. So yeah, you all keep these questions coming. I appreciate them. Send your Ask Angel questions to contact@utumbrella.com. And as you go about your day, know that you are loved, you are supported, you are enough, and you are worthy. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Thanks for joining us on Under the Umbrella podcast. Check us out on Instagram at UT Umbrella, on Facebook at 1UT Umbrella. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Under the Umbrella, and visit our website at utumbrella.com. As always, subscribe to the show to catch every new episode, and leave a review so we can continue to bring you fresh content. If you had a question to submit for the Ask Angel segment, please submit to contact@utumbrella.com. See you next week.